what is the driving force behind emotion in fighting games? If you guys notice something, fighting games are actually some of the more stressful games to play competitively. Why? Well, there's pretty much a science behind it that I don't even think anybody quite understands yet, but we can all take guesses at it. For me personally, if you look at fighting games, everything happens so quickly, right? It's you versus one other person, or maybe it's a team-based fighter, right? And essentially, you guys are just fighting the entire time. Inputs are happening, mistakes can be made, but ultimately, only one person comes out the victor. Now, if you're a competitor, you know that the bitter taste of defeat isn't always great. And in some cases, it's a lot worse than others. Versus, the highs of winning are always super high and satisfactory, but it is inevitable to keep winning forever. And of course, sometimes you might go on a streak of winning. But for some reason, fighting games, just by their nature, by their design, tend to bring out the worst in terms of emotions in people. You have people that throw their controllers, which for me personally, it's never that serious. However, I can't dictate or tell someone else how to feel in that fit of rage, whether they're upset at themselves, their opponent, the controllers malfunctioning, they don't like the character they're playing, or they don't like the character they're fighting. There are many variables to consider when, I guess, seeing someone behave in such a way. But again, I don't think it's ever that serious. You can also have the people that do get upset. They might not throw their controller, but their mood drops tremendously. You have people that get frustrated mid-match. Sometimes it happens even before a match or after. There's just so many different layers to it, and it makes me always wonder, like, why are fighting games like this for people, right? Because, again, when the highs are high, when everything is working out, when you're winning, when you do that sick combo that you practice, there's this beauty and art in it that you just can't find in another genre. I just feel like the bad that comes with it is strong, and it takes a lot of mental maturity and a lot of mental dexterity to be able to handle that. But I think there's an art, not in raging, but an art in the frustration when playing fighting games. Because basically, the key element of a fighting game is you feel something no matter what, whether you're winning or losing. I find myself often sometimes playing games where, I might find, not a fighting game, but just like games in general, where, I feel good because I beat that boss, or, oh man, this story is sick, it's captivating me in a way. But when it comes to manually, like, inputting buttons and getting something back extremely fast, I can only get that in fighting games, right? And throughout my career as a competitor, it has been ups and downs of some of the most extreme extremes. Winning and being successful felt fucking amazing, but going through slumps and hardships felt horrible. Almost to the point where sometimes I feel like in fighting games, people place their self-value directly on the result of a match. And because of that, when you lose, most of the time people will tell you to take it as a learning experience, but in reality, some people, they can't. And so they pretty much correlate losing with failure. I'm a failure. I'm not good enough. I'm not good. I'm not great. I will never be good. I can't do this. But I think that mentality, and this is why mentality is brought up so much when it comes to fighting games, is pretty much the most important aspect of everything. Sure, that combo that you practice for hours and hours will come in handy, but if you don't have the mentality to even get into the match to land said combo, or the understanding of neutral to land said combo, then what was all that practice for to begin with? And so, I don't know. Today I just wanted to pretty much talk about the emotional aspect behind fighting games and how I feel about it, and get an idea of how you guys feel about it as well. So, let me know in the comment section below. What do you think is the driving force behind emotion in fighting games? How do you deal with your own emotions, whether they're good or bad? And let me know some of your stories and your experiences. Thanks for watching.